you ready to continue our efforts for peace and for social and economic justice in America and around the world?
Yeah.
Are you ready to continue our efforts to end the occupation of Iraq?
Yeah.
Are you ready to continue to stand up and insist that our troops be brought home?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you are, because I am too. And the message that I have for you today is continue your efforts. Never relent. We're going to change the policies of this country and help America take a new direction. But first we have some business to do in November, and that is get rid of this president that took us into this war. And I need your help to do that. This is not going to be an easy election, but we have to know that the best chance we have as Americans is to make a new start. The best chance we have for peace is to make a new start. And I'm absolutely dedicated to helping make that new start by working for the election of John Kerry. John Kerry and I did not agree on the war. John Kerry and I did not agree on many of the issues, but I'm going to tell you something. Go ahead, have at it. And when you're done, I'll continue.
All right, here we go, Dennis.
9/11 was a setup.
Let me know when you want me to continue.
Bring it on.
Do it, DK!
I want to let you know that it is our commitment, individually and collectively, that will take America in a new direction. That is a constant commitment that preceded this election, and it will follow this election. This is about not just the election of a president of the United States. This is about a shift of consciousness in America and the world. It's about our ability to be peacemakers. And our first lesson is to be able to be peacemakers while at the same time we understand the importance of being able to reconcile support for a candidate who represents the only hope that we have to take a new direction for American policy. I'm proud to stand here as someone who continues to work with you to make sure that America stands for new directions. I was proud to lead the effort in the House of Representatives, and we were all right. Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11, with Al-Qaeda's role in 9/11, had nothing to do with the anthrax attack, did not have weapons of mass destruction, was not trying to get uranium from Niger. In fact, there was no reason to go in, there's no reason to stay in. We need to continue to insist that we hold together a peace movement, but we're going to do it by moving into a White House where we have a president that'll be able to connect with the world community, not isolate the United States, work with the nations of the world, create a new context for peace in the world. This is what we have to work towards. This is what our goal should be. And then after the election, we're going to regroup and continue once again our effort to create a new world, to create a stronger peace, to create an enduring direction for a peaceful structure in the United States. I thank you for your commitment. I am here to sustain your commitment. I will work with you to continue your commitment. Ours is not just about an election. Ours is about creating a new America. Thank you. I know all around Boston today and tonight, corporations are whining and dining, delegates and representatives. I always am more comfortable with the people unincorporated. And out here in the neighborhoods,
I was just going to tell you to...
as in the neighborhoods of Cleveland, we have some abiding concerns which are expressed in this happening. Another world is possible, which are expressed in the hopes and the dedication to funding the dream. In Washington, D.C., over the past 4 years, the Defense Department budget has almost doubled. Over $200 billion has been spent on the war in Iraq. Nearly half of the discretionary spending of the United States now goes for war and military buildup. That represents a destruction of a dream, and we are insisting that America take a new path to fund a dream, which begins with a 15% reduction in that bloated Pentagon budget. There's over $1 trillion in accounts that can't even reconcile. They're building new weapons systems based on old weapon systems that have failed. They're building new nuclear weapons, new biological and chemical weapons. It's time for us to start to deal with the weapons of mass destruction here at home. Poverty is a weapon of mass destruction. Joblessness is a weapon of mass destruction. Homelessness is a weapon of mass destruction. Racism is a weapon of mass destruction. It's time that we disarm the weapons of mass destruction in our own society. It's time that we funded the dream. It's time that we restored our neighborhoods. It's time that we restored hope. It's time that we reclaim the Democratic Party as being the party of the people. Oh yes, I remember where I came from. I grew up in the city of Cleveland. My family lived in 21 different places. By the time I was 17, including a couple cars, we lived in neighborhoods like this. I learned from neighborhoods like this. This is where my heart comes from. This is where my soul comes from. This is where tens of millions of Americans come from. This is where the spirit of America comes from. This is where our future will come from. This is where our hope and our spirit and our driving force for change must come from. I salute you. I join you. Let's move forward. Let's create a new America. Thank you.